You want to know how countries actually create real wealth for their people and grow their economies? It's through the creation of export industries. Yep, something that I've been saying. You must be tired of hearing me say this now, but I will keep on saying it because it means that you have to be proactive and you have to plan ahead and you have to be able to see the future and get ahead of it, particularly if you have a competitive advantage. So years ago, when many developing countries or some developing countries, that were colonized, recognized that globalization was coming, they actually put in place mechanisms to create manufacturing industries or to build their people's skills and services. In other words, when preferential trade agreements were rescinded globally, like from the UK, other countries said, well, what can we do? So China is a big country. They weren't colonized by anybody, but they took a decision to become the manufacturing capital of the world, which is why you buy most of the finished goods that you know use from China, toys, anything you want. If you look at it now, is made in China at a scale that you can't beat them in. Most of the fruits and vegetables that you buy, avocado, tomatoes, if you're in North America, come from Mexico. It's why India said years ago, you know what, we're going to beat the world in generic drugs, which is why most of the generic drugs come from India, and which is why they built the STEM skill sets of their people. And when you look at television now, most of the Fortune 500 companies around the world are headed by, yep, you guessed it, Indians. It's why most of the pasta that you eat comes from Turkey. It's why most of the machinery that you use in automation and to make a lot of things come from Germany. So I could go on and on and on and on and on. These countries have created real export industries. Now, I can tell you that the world is so interconnected that you can actually do well in the world if you have something to sell. And you can actually do well even if you have a small population. Because if you sell to millions of people outside of your country, then you make the foreign exchange to help your people in your country. So a small country like Jamaica with 3 million people is not going to prevail and thrive by only selling to its 3 million people. You actually have to start selling to the rest of the world. So guess what? America voted. And true to form and what I predicted, President Trump won. And he has proven in the last certainly 10 days that he is a man of his word. He continues to implement several of the promises that he made on the campaign trail. And it should not surprise any of you because his